What's good with it, y'all? We back with another one. We skipping it. Nah, we gonna hit the intro. Let's get to it, man. Hey, topic of discussion today: LeBron James not competing in the dunk contest. I'm gonna give y'all my take on it, man. What's good with it, y'all? What's good with it? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. I was gonna skip the intro, then I said, you know what? No, I like that music too much, man. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and hit that joint one time for the one time. But topic of discussion, man. LeBron not competing in the dunk contest. A lot of people giving him a lot of smoke. Hell, at one point, even I think I may have mentioned this some years back. Hey, why LeBron didn't compete in the dunk contest and things of that nature and whatnot. And a lot of people was getting on him, you know what I'm saying? Even when he said, I forgot exactly which year it was, and he said, hey, I'm officially putting my hat into competing for the dunk contest. We all know that was a lie. Why is that? He never competed in it. So yes, that's a lie. That's a lie. So LeBron is to be held accountable as well. When you say something, you gotta be a man of your word. You said you was putting your hat in for it and you turned it down. You turned down that smoke. Now, the reason I think he never competed in the dunk contest, realistically and honestly, y'all, we have to look at it like this. LeBron isn't that creative of a dunker like that. I mean, it's compared to all the dunks we've seen that's happening now. You know what I mean? Like the type of creativity that's taking place and from these players and things of that nature, man. It's like, is he really a creative dunker? I don't really think so. Not in enough where he gonna win himself a dunk contest compared to what the rest of these dudes is doing right now. We all know he definitely a tomahawk, take flight on somebody, poster type of dunk, power dunker, things of that nature. But when it comes to like some creativity and the ability to be very agile in the air and things of that nature, like a Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, John Morant, hell, even the Zion, like to be able to be nimble and creative, you know what I'm saying, when you up there. Zach Levine, Aaron Gordon, these guys again, I'm just throwing these names around for people. When you look at them and you saw the dunks they did either in game warm up or in the dunk contest, you like, yeah, they got some creativity to them. Now, when you look at LeBron, like I said, you don't really see too many of it. You see the little between, like he'll throw between his legs off the backboard. I mean, that's you see high schoolers doing doing shit like that nowadays. So even middle schoolers. So that's not nothing that's too creative. That's gonna get him a win in the dunk contest. You know what I mean? So when it comes to creativity, I don't think he's that creative as a dunker to be able to win a dunk contest. Now, if I rewind back to obviously when he won the dunk contest in high school, I almost thought about playing that for y'all, but I'm tired of getting the copyright, so I'm not gonna do it. But if you go back and look at his high school dunk contest, and again, people gonna be like, "What else back in high school?" You know, he got more muscle, his vertical increased, blah blah blah. In high school, it was an opportunity for him to take a chance and do some things that they haven't seen him do. But what did you do? What did you see him do? You saw him lob it to himself and pretty much just get up. That's all he did was show off his vert. And he won that dunk contest more so based off of the fact, obviously it wasn't a super good dunk contest anyway, let's be honest, but it was more so of the namesake. You know what I mean? If you look at it again, those was dunks that that yeah, man, it wasn't anything special. I'll just say that, right? And so if you look at it, fast forward and take it and be like, okay, if you put him in the dunk contest now, I even dropped a poll on my pages, this on my community page as well. Would he win it? I said yes, no, or maybe because he's LeBron. What I mean by that is just off his namesake. All you gotta do is go out there and make him, and what the judge is gonna do. If he get up high enough, what they gonna do? Again, just off his namesake. They don't want to see LeBron go out there and lose. He don't want to see himself go out there and lose or put his, I wouldn't even say his reputation, just the fact that like the type of competitor that he is, he not willing to take that risk to go out there and have it being, oh, LeBron James didn't even make it to the championship round or he got knocked out in the first round. He don't want that attached to his name for the legacy sake of how he, I mean, obviously at this point, even if he did it and he didn't make it out, it wouldn't even have mattered. Why is that? You had people like, let's see, when Jordan lost to Dominique, you know what I mean? Dominique lost to Spud. You had people of big names that was known for dunking, but in the time of when they played, they was one of them names that was in the league. And the say, so it's like if he would have lost, it wouldn't have meant, you know what I'm saying, much. It would have just been like he went out there and put on a show for the crowd. Nobody would have shunned him for that. Nobody would have shit on him for that. To be honest, they would have just said, hey, he competed, he went out there, he tried to put on a show for the fans, because that's really what the dunk contest is for, is putting on a show for the fans. But in his case, He wasn't willing to do that. We all remember, if you don't remember, if you're not old enough, when he got dunked on in the Nike camp by what's my man's name? Crawford was the last name. I can't remember his first name. It wasn't Jamal Crawford. Was it Jamal Crawford? He spent a little bit of time in the league, but when he dunked on LeBron in the Nike camp, they was up in arms about that. That video got it got wiped off the face of the earth. Like you couldn't find that video anywhere. And again, why is that? LeBron name attached to it, and Nike wasn't having it. Like LeBron name attached, Nike wasn't having it. So that video was scrubbed, gone, finito, vanished. You know what I'm saying? Like a UFO type thing. And then it resurfaced, and it was after a while because, like, again, it's one of them things where people don't really care. And I think LeBron's case, he got to understand that too. Well, it's way past it at this point. We not expecting him to compete at this point. I mean, he's been in the league for 190 years now, so you can't expect this man to go compete. But it's just looking on and hindsight of it, he could have. You know, there is no excuse for why he didn't. I'm willing to argue with anybody on this. So, and dropping this as a premiere, I'm gonna be right there in the comment section with you. Please give me your reason as to why you think this man didn't compete. If he would have competed, if he would have won, anything like that. I want all the smoke when it comes to talking about the situation. Because, like I said, when I look at it from the case of this, right, I got a person that we know got a crazy ass vertical, and obviously has been the face of the league for well over a decade now. So from that standpoint, you're not gonna lose no fandom there. What's the excuse on not competing? That's the only thing I want to know. What's the excuse on not doing it? You know what I mean? Outside of the fact that you wasn't trying to lose, you wasn't trying to have that stain on your name, which again, in my take, it wouldn't have been a stain, but he didn't want that stain on his name of him losing in the dunk contest to anybody. You know what I mean? And like I said, you had all these other players that you had, Kobe competed, MJ competed. Shit, you had, man, and I only named them two because they two of the more notable guards that was the face of the league or being profiled as two of the best players in the NBA or top 10, however you want to put it, that they did compete. And hell, in Jordan case, he competed multiple times in the dunk contest. So it's like LeBron. I mean, again, it's past tense. He can't do it now, but at the same time, he that's something that people are talking about. Why he never competed? What's the reasoning for it? So my take is, I honestly think like he just wasn't trying to have that stain on his name, even though it wouldn't have been a stain. There ain't no other reason, bro. Like, and like I said, me personally, I don't think he's a creative dunker like what we see from either professional dunkers or what we see from these dunkers now, and what we've been seeing for the creativity over the recent years. I think LeBron is more of them. I'll put you on a poster, show off the vert, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do something that's gonna look spectacular, but at the same time, oh, it ain't really too creative. You know what I mean? And again, that's no slight or disrespect to him. It's just he's just not a ultimate creative dunker. But at the same time, he don't know what the judges would have did, because it would have been LeBron James going out there to compete. Would those judges would have been slighted more so towards, hey, you got to make sure he win this, but he also got to do something that won't make it too obvious that we out here trying to help him kind of assist with this. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of things that could have factored in, but he wasn't even willing to take that chance. He wasn't having it whatsoever. He was like, nah, I'm not doing it. And like I said, man, it's one of them things where it's always gonna be one of the what ifs because he never did it. But at the same time, bro, like he should have given us fans at least that leisure of seeing him go out there and compete in it. Whether he wanted it or not, for me personally, I wouldn't care. I just would have loved to seen him to compete just to see if he does have a creative side to him. Is he a creative dunker, or is he just a power dunker that what he shows us? Like that's what I would have wanted to see. But the man wasn't interested. He lied to us and said he putting his hand into it. He gonna compete next year, and he didn't do it. And that it is what it is. But when you got Dame Lillard out here who's competed in every actual event in All-Star Weekend, being the only NBA player in history to do it, like, come on, man. Like people out here, they doing it for the fans. They willing to not risk it all, but they out here wanting to put on a show for the fans. So ultimately, that's what players is doing. Anybody that's competing in these things, they doing it to put on a show for the fans. Obviously, it's the competition standpoint of it. They want to see, you know what I'm saying? If they can win that joint, there's some incentive behind it, but ultimately it still boils down to them wanting to put on a show for the fans, which is what you see. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm right here in the comment section. This is the premiere, so I'm gonna be right there responding to each and every one of y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Like, do y'all think he would have won this joint? Do y'all think he a creative dunker, or is he not a creative dunker? What's your reason why you think he never competed? Let me know. Yes, I got a rain jacket on. Not sure if anybody paying attention to the weather, man. It's raining like hell in Cali, so that's where I'm at. So I got to be prepared at any time. Out here, also doing a little bit of light, getting a walk in, a little nature walk in too. So definitely making sure I'm prepared for the rain. But I had to stop and get this in with y'all real quick, man, because it was on my mind. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, hey, what's the reasoning of why he didn't compete? Do he feel like, you know what I mean, he didn't have enough to win? Do he, like, some of us that's thinking like, hey, he won the high school dunk contest because he was LeBron. Like I said, go back and check out them dunks, and there wasn't nothing too spectacular about it. Only thing he was seeing out there was some, you know what I'm saying, get up, tomahawk dunk, get up, show the vert off, and that's pretty much it. A little reverse, like he doing dunks, hell, I can do easy. So it feels like if he doing dunks, if I can do the dunks he's doing it, I can do it easy. That should tell you something. Like, come on, man. Like we want to see if he the jack of all trades. You know, we want to see that. So yeah, I'm calling him out for that. He didn't do it. So now let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion on it. If we can get it, if he catches this joint too, somebody passes along to his people. Hey, what we just want to know why. I just want to know why you never competed. Is there a reason, or is it just something that didn't interest you, or what was it, man? Let us know. Let we the fans got questions. But yeah, man, y'all again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment in the comment section. Again, this is a premiere, so I'm gonna be responding to everything, whether it be live or afterwards. I'm responding to it either way, and y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all, and I'll be back at y'all with another one, man. Y'all be easy out there.